lexical conventions. So second concept we will discuss data types. So in lexical conventions, so we are discussing about comment line. We are discussing about the operators. So which are the operators we are using in Verilog HDL. Okay, so whatever I think already you have studied in your C. So same operators we are using in Verilog HDL also. Okay, so in lexical conventions, we'll get 6 to 7 types. With the help of that 6 to 7 types, we are writing the programs. Okay, so if you understood that 6 to 7 types of lexical conventions, so with the help of that lexical conventions, we are writing the programs. Okay, so data types. So which are the data types we are using in Verilog HDL? This one should be very important. Which type of data should be providing to your code? Then your code should be executed. There are many data types we are getting. Your data should be in terms of binary. If your data should be in terms of hexadecimal, if your data should be in terms of octal. So which data type we are applying to your code? We have to mention it. So because of that reason, which are the types of data we are getting in Verilog HDL? Integer type, character type. So many are there. So we will discuss how we need to initialize in your code. We have some syntax. We have some standard syntax. We should follow it. Whenever we are providing integer as an input to your code, so how we have to initialize the integer in your code? We have to follow the some standard syntax. By using that standard syntax, we have to initialize in your code. Okay, so those are all things we are studying in what model 2. Next, system tasks. Check it here. These are the what tasks should be executed with the help of that system. So which are the system tasks are we are using in Verilog HDL? Okay, so next, compiler directives. In C also you have studied these all concepts. So which are the compiler directives are there in C language? So here also in Verilog HDL also we have some compiler directives. So we will study about compiler directives also. So with the help of these 4 concepts, we are writing Verilog HDL. Okay, so because of that reason, this one should be, we have called it as a basic concepts. Okay, so next after that, model and ports. This is in model 2 second half. Okay, in second half we are discussing about model and ports. So here, so what is model? So how model should be initialized in Verilog language? I think already we have studied about model in model also. In model 1 already we have studied same concept. We will repeat in model 2 also. Why? So already we have studied the basic concepts. So with the help of those basic concepts, we are writing the course. So once again, we will repeat the that standard syntax, or otherwise we are calling it as a structure of Verilog model. Okay, and also we will discuss about ports, how ports should be initialized. There are how many types of ports we are getting in Verilog HDL. So which all are those? So we will discuss about port also. Okay, so here also in second half should be contains 3 sub concept. We will discuss that 3 sub concept. Okay, so today what we will do, so we will start first concept, that is lexical convention. This should be very important for writing the program. Okay, so if completion of this concept, if you getting any doubts regarding that concept, you can ask it. Okay, we clear it. Okay, so we'll start lexical conventions. So about lexical conventions we will study. So here, so Verilog language contains source text files, a stream of lexical token. Okay, a token consists of 1 or more characters, and each single character is exactly 1 token. Okay, so here lexical conventions is nothing but some parameters we are writing. Those parameters we are using for writing the Verilog code. So which are the parameters? So we have some operators. How operators should be written in Verilog language? This operator, white space, comment, number, string, identifier, keyword, this all we have called it as a lexical conventions. These are the types of lexical conventions in the Verilog HDL language. How operators should be initialized in your Verilog. How white space, if you require white space in your Verilog, if you require white space in your output, so how we have to write that in your Verilog code. If you require comment line, how comment line should be expressed in your code. How number should be specified or written in your Verilog code. If you want to write a 4 in your Verilog code, how will write it that 4 in your Verilog code? Those all things will be studied. How you, if you have string, so that string should be written in your Verilog code. How we have to initialize that string in your Verilog code? You will study it. So what is identifier? Which are the identifiers? Okay, what is keyword? So which are the keywords we are using in Verilog language? Okay, those all we will study it. Okay, so one by one we will discuss. So these are the lexical conventions. There are 7 lexical conventions are there. With the help of these lexical conventions, we are writing the programs. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one. So first we will discuss white space. Okay, so why we need the white space? We will explain. So when I need to write this white space in your code. Okay, so here, so white space is nothing but hello. Sudarshan, am I audible? Sudarshan Kulkarni. Anyone can reply. Am I audible?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
you are
yes,
on.
sir.
Yes. Okay. 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 So, so I'm showing the PPTs also. You can look those PPTs. Okay. So first one we are discussing about white space. What is white space? So how white space should be written in your code? Okay. So white space is nothing but we require blank space in your output. Okay. I think in your C language also you have written blank space if you require in your output. What you are doing? So in printf statement, in scanf statement, you have written slash n. Okay, so why we are writing slash n? So your cursor should be moved to the next line. That is nothing but slash n. Okay, so here also in your Verilog code, if you require blank space, if you require tab, these are operation. If you require new lines for these operations, so how we need to initialize those functions in your Verilog? If I want to execute blank space in your output, I require blank space. After execution of some instructions, I require blank space. How I need to write in your Verilog code? So those should be, we have called it as white space. Okay, so here in white space, we are getting 3 functions. We are executing 3 functions. So first function, we have called it as blank space. We require the blank space in your output. So if I written some instruction, after executing that instruction, I require blank space. If you require blank space after execution of any instructions, you should write slash b. If you return in your code that slash b, then we will get blank space in your output. Okay, so next, if you require tab function, So then you should write slash t. Okay, so if you written slash t in your Verilog HDL code, then that should be executed tab function. If you require new line, then your cursor should be moved to the new line. In C also we have used it same function. Here also you should use slash n, then your cursor should be moved to the new line. Is it clear? So these three we have called it as what? White space. Okay, so here I have written some three sentences about white space. So white space can contain the characters for blanks, tabs, and new lines. There are three functions. Okay, so the Verilog language ignore these characters except when they serve to separate other tokens. However, blanks and tabs are significant in strings. Take it here. Whenever we have written strings, so we require what? Blanks, space, and tab we require it. So for new line also we require. So if you executed whole one sentence in one line, at the time your cursor should be moved to the next point, next line. That cursor should be moved to the new line. So what I need to write it after completion of that syntax. So because of that reason, at the time we should write the slash n after writing that syntax sentence. Okay, so these are the three white spaces we are using in Verilog HDL language. Okay, so is it cleared about this white space? Any doubt regarding white space? If you have any doubt, no, only you can clear it. So after completion of this four concept, these all four we are using in your course. We'll explain how we have to use it. But if you understood these three white spaces, can I go for next concept? Anyone can reply.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear? If it is clear, say yes or no. If it is not clear, say yes. No, no, no problem. We will explain another one time. Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll move to the next concept. So next concept we have called it as operators. Okay. So if you require any points, so you should note down it. Okay. So next uh, lexical convention is operator. Okay, so next lexical conventions we will move to the operators. Okay, so here what is operator? So why we require the operators for writing the programs? Okay, so operator is nothing but if you want to operate any operations, if you want to execute any functions, with the help of operators only we will execute it. Without operator we cannot execute any operation. So because of that reason we require the operators. Okay, so here so operators should be divided into three categories in Verilog HDL. In C also operators should be divided into three categories. So first one is unary operators, second one is binary operators, third one is ternary operators. Be remember it. What is operator? Why operator should be required in programming language? Okay, so operator is nothing but what? If you want to execute any functions, so those functions should be executed with the help of operators. So because of that reason, we have called it as a operators. Okay, so those functions should be operated by using those operators. Okay, so operators are divided into three categories based on operands. Depends on operands. So operators should be divided into three categories. Okay, so one is unary operator, second one is binary operator, third one is ternary operator. What is unary operator? So already I explained. So these all should be divided based on operands. Based on operands. Okay, so here, so there are well, we'll give one example. So unary operator is nothing but it should be contains only one operand.
Sir, slide ಕಾಣಾತಿಲ್ರಿ sir.
Wait one minute. So another PC I have turned on. So I think that PC should be turned off. So 1 minute. We'll turn on. Why this thing should be happening? Okay, now it is visible.
No, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So operator should be divided into three categories. One is unary operator, next one is binary operator, and the third one is ternary operator. Okay, so unary operators appear to the left of their operand. So here, so unary operator is nothing but it should be contain only one operand. So I have written one example there. A is equals to negation of B. Okay, so A is equals to negation of B. In that example, you can check it. So it should be contains only one operand as a B. B is the operand. Okay, it should be contains only one operator. But here, so that unary operator should be based on only operand. So how many operands should be contains in your expression? So depends upon that expression, we will decide it. Is it unary operator? Is it a binary operator? Or is it ternary operator? In your equation, in your expression, it should be contains only one operand. So because of that reason, so that should be, we have called it as unary operator. Okay. So next, after that, we'll move to the binary operator. So in binary operator, it should be contains two operands. It should be contains two operands. So then that should be, we have called it as binary operators. So I have given one example in your slide. You can check it. So A is equals to B logical AND with C I have written. Okay, B and C are the, at the right side, you can check it, B and C are the operands. So there are two operands. That operation should be executed with the help of two operands. So because of that reason, that should be, we have called it as binary. There are two operands. Okay, in that expression, we have two operands. So because of that reason, that should be, we have called it as binary operator. Next, go for ternary operator. In ternary operator, should be contains three operands. Have three operands, then we should call it as ternary operator. So I have written an example there. A is equals to B question mark C colon D. So in that expression, you can check it. There are three operands. B, C, and D are the three operands. Okay, so that three operations, operands should be executed with the help of two operators. So if you have three operands in your expression, then that should be, we have called it as ternary operator. Okay, so if you have two operands in your expression, then we should call it as a binary operator. If you have only one operand, then we should call it as a what? Unary operator. Okay, so any doubt regarding the operators? Or can I repeat it to another one's time? Any doubt regarding operators? Operators should be
No,
divided
sir.
into three types. One is unary operator, binary operator, ternary operator, based on operands. So how many operators are there? Don't look at that one. So only how many operands are there? Depends upon that operands. We are what saying. So this one should be unary operator. This one should be a what? Binary operator. This one should be a ternary operator. Unary operator is nothing but only one operand. I have written A is equals to negation of B. B is only one operand. With the help of that operand, we are doing the operation. Okay, so because of that reason, that should be, we have called it as unary operator. What is binary? That name only suggestive. Binary is nothing but two operands. So don't call it as a two operators. There is no two operators. With the help of two operators, we are not calling it as a binary operator. Two operands are there, then we should call it as binary operator. If you want to execute binary operators, we require two operands. What is ternary operator? Don't call it as a three operators. If I have a three operators, then we are not calling it as a ternary operator. What? So two operations, two operators are executed with the help of three operands. In your expression, it should be contains three operands. Those three operands should be executed with the help of two operators. Is it clear? Okay, so this one should be, we have called it as ternary operator. We'll give one example. Z is equals to AB plus C. Which one? Is it by unary operator? Is it binary? Is it ternary? This example, Z is equals to AB plus C.
Ternary.
Yes, very good. That is ternary. Why? So I have written here AB. There are three operands are there. Z is equals to AB plus C. A, B and C are the what? Three operands. But how many operations should be executing? Two operations. One is AB I have written. In between AB, we have AND operation. Remember it. A, B, in between AB, we have AND operation. So next, we have another one operator plus. So those three operands should be executed with the help of two operators. So because of that reason, that should be, we have called it as ternary operator. Very good. Is it clear? Is it clear about operators?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will move to the next. Any doubt? Any doubt regarding the operators? No doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. We'll move to the next concept, comment line. Okay. So why we need to write the comment? I think maximum students, whenever you are writing any example, any programming, you are writing it for comment line. So don't waste your times for writing the comment. If in your question, if it is mentioned, then only you should write the comments. Why we are writing the comments? What is comment? What is comment? So I think so many codes already I have explained in model first, model 1. In model 1, all codes I explained with the help of comment lines. Those comment lines we are not executing. Those comment lines we are not executing. For what purpose we have written the comment lines? For what purpose I have written the comment line? What is comment line? What is comment? ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಒಬ್ರು ಈಗ ಹೊಂಟಿರ್ತಾರ ಅವ್ರ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಏನ್ ಎದಕ್ರಿ ಅದು ಕಮೆಂಟು? ಹಾ, ಕಮೆಂಟ್
to understand the
ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಒಂದು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೀನ್ರಿ ನಾನು. ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗೈತಿ ನನಗೆ. ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಬೆಟರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಈ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನ್ ಹೊಂಟಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಬೆಟ್ರವೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಬೆಟರ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗೈತಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನ್ರಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ಆ ಸಿಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಒಂದ್ ಸಿಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ದಿನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಆ ಸಿಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಾಗೈತಿ. ಅದು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗೈತಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಬರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗೈತಿ ಆ ಸಿಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಬರೀತೀರಿ. ಆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರ್ದು ಯಾರಿಗ್ ಕಳ್ಸ್ಲೈತಿರಿ? ಯಾರಿಗ್ ಕಳ್ಸ್ಲೈತಿರಿ ಆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರ್ದು? ನಾನು ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೀನಿ, ನನಗ್ ಕಳ್ಸ್ಲೈತಿರಿ, ನನಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಬರ್ದು ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀರಿ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ವೆರಿಲಾಗ್ ಎಲ್. ಸೊ ವೈ ಯು ಆರ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೈಮ್? ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರ, ನೀವು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಬರ್ದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರ ಓ ಸೆಟ್ ಇವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತಾರ ಅಂದ್ರ ಬುಕ್ಕಿನ ಹುಳ ಆಗ್ಯಾರ. ಯು ಆರ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಬುಕ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಓನ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್. ನನ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಇವ್ರು ಬುಕ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತಾರ, ಬುಕ್ಕಿನ ಹುಳ ಆಗ್ತಾರ. ಆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಿಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ. ಯು ಆರ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೈಮ್. Already you have cleared the programs. How to write the programs already you know it. So which are the instructions you are using for writing the programs already you know it. Then why you are writing the comment line for practicing the programs? You don't require those all comment lines. Is it clear? Clear or not? Say
Yes,
yes
sir.
or no.
yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, so whenever if you have written any extra comments, means if you don't know about that operator, if you want to understood to the other person, ಏನೋ ಹೊಸ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಬರ್ದ್ರಿ, ಹೊಸ ಸಿಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ದ್ರಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ದ್ರ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತ Z = A + B, ಆ ಲೈನಿಗೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Is it clear? Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here comment is nothing but better understanding purpose. If you not understood that syntax, if you want to understood that to the other person, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೈತಿ, ನೀವು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, so here for better understanding that concept, that syntax, for readability, for better readability, for that purpose we are writing the what comment line. If we have any document, we are not understanding that document, whatever you have written within that document we are not getting. So at the time, for better understanding for that document, so then we should write the comments. Then we will understand, by reading that comment we will understand what should be there in that document, what should be present in that document. That
Sir.
should be called it as what comment line. Any doubt?
Sir, in final exam also we need not write comments.
Yes. So in final year exam, so if it is mentioned in your question paper, then compulsory you should write it. If it is not mentioned, don't require.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
In your exam, what he will do, what examiner should be sought in your question paper, if that program should be written by using any extra new syntaxes, then he will ask it, write this program with the help of comment lines. Why he has given that one? So that program should be written with the help of any new syntaxes. So because of that reason, he has asked the comment lines. But if it is as simple programs, he cannot ask the comment lines. Is it clear, Sukhdha?
Yes, sir.
If it is not mentioned in your question paper, if you did any extra work, we cannot allow you any extra marks.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so if it is asked for 5 marks, programming is enough. Why you are wasting your time? That program should will allot 5 marks. Then if you have written comment, we cannot give any extra marks. Is it clear,
Okay,
Sukhdha?
Yes, sir.
Yes. If it is mentioned in your question paper, then compulsory you must write it. If it is not mentioned, only write the programs. Enough.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So is it clear what is comment? When I need to write the comment lines in your code, is it clear? Is it clear?
Clear.
Yes,
Okay. So in
Okay,
your
sir.
programs, whenever you are writing any Verilog, please, if you are writing any Verilog codes, Verilog programs, in that Verilog programs, if you have any new syntax, if you have any new commands, if you have any new system tasks, if you have new any compiler directives, so at the time you can write the comment line, no problem. Okay, for simple lines, if it is there, so for those lines you should not write the any comment line. Okay, so if you, for all, every code should contains input and output. For that line also, if you have written comment line, that is not better. Is it clear? Okay, so we'll move to the next. So already if you understood about comment, so next in Verilog HDL, so comment line should be divided into two categories. Comment line should be divided into two categories. One is single line comment line and another one is multiple line comment line. Okay, so whenever your comment should be single line, so that should be complete in single line. If it is gone for multiple lines, at the time we should write it by using some symbols. There are some symbols are there. By using that symbols, by looking that symbols, we will identify it. Is it single line comment? Is it multiple line comment? Single line is nothing but you should complete it in only one line. If it gone for next line, then we should indicate it by using what other symbol. Okay, what is single line comment? How will you identify it? Is it single line comment in your code? In your code, if it present 2/, with the help of 2/, If you have written anything, then that should be a single line comment. That should be a single line comment. That should be completed in only one line. If it is gone for 2 lines, then should not write it by using 2 slash. Then that is wrong. If it is gone for 2 line or more than 1 line, so that should be indicated by using slash, first slash, next star. This one should be start. By start with these 2 symbols. Hash first, next star, write that comment. So that comment should be covers more than 1 line. Then only we should use these symbols. It should be started with slash star. Next, after writing more than 1 line, so next we should end up with star slash. That should be multiple line comment. Is it clear? Okay, in your code, if it contains 2 slash, that should be a single line comment. If it should be start with slash star, it should be end with star slash, then that should be for multiple line comment. Okay, in your code you can check it. In your exam, we'll get many questions. So tricky questions you will get it. Hello, Avinash? Hello, Avinash? Any questions?
Sir, single line comment.
What?
Single line comment ಗೆ multiple
single
line ಅದ ಅವ ಸ್ಲಾಶ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದೇನ್ರಿ ಸರ್?
ಏನ್ರಿ ಸರ್? ಸ್ಲಾಶ್
ಈಗ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್,
ಹೌದ್ರಿ.
ನಾ ಇದು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅದ ಅವು ಸ್ಲಾಶ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದೇನ್ರಿ?
ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸರ್. ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಒಂದೇ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆತಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಸ್ಲಾಶ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು 1 ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ರಿ. ಅದೇ 1 ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಹೋಗೈತ್ರಿ, 2 ಲೈನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡೈತಿ ಬರ್ಯಾಕ. If it takes 2 lines, then we should write it slash star and star slash. Compulsory.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಹಾಕೋತ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ, ರಾಂಗ್. ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಕೋಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಲತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ರೀ, ಕೋಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಪಾಗುತ್ತಾ. ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲೌಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಮುಖ್ಯ ತಪ್ಪಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ತಿಳ್ಕೆರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ರಿ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತ್ರಿ? ಇವೇನು ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
I have written some example. You can look those examples also. Okay. So first one. And in your exam, he will ask some different questions also, tricky questions. So what are the tricky questions you will get it? Which are the legal comment and illegal comment? You should identify it. And if it is illegal, give the reason. These questions also you will ask it. When will I identify it? If it is cleared about the comment concept, then only you will identify it. If it is illegal, then you should write the reason also compulsory. I will explain this, okay, that concept in comment line. So here first example, A is equals to B, logical and with C. Yes, that should be what some operations we are executing. At the right side, that is output. At the left side, whatever we have written, that is output. Whatever we have written at the left side, so that should be your inputs. What operations we are executing. So here we are executing the logical line. So we have written comment. So that comment should be single line. So because of that reason, we have written 2 slash. Okay, this is a 1 line comment I have written. That is 1 line comment. So because of that reason, we have written. Okay. So after that, so if you want to write a multiple line comment, so in second one I have written slash star. This is a multiple line comment, star slash. If you have multiple line comment, we should express in that by using that symbols. Next third example. Go to the third example. So before going to third example, so read it that second syntax. A multiple line comment, a block comment or multiple line comment starts with slash star and ends with star slash. Block comments cannot be nested. Check it here. This is a very important. What is nothing but multiple line comment cannot be nested. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ 2-3 ಸಲ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರಿತೀನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ರದಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ರೀ, ಬರಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ನಾಗ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Is it clear? ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ನಾಗ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಗೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗಲ್. Okay, so third and fourth example, that one only I have written. Third example, go for star slash. This is star slash indicates what? Multiple line comment. We are writing multiple line comment. That symbol indicates this is okay. So next, after that, we have written star slash star. Is nothing but we are nesting multiple line comment within the multiple line comment. Then that is what? Illegal comment. That is a illegal comment. Why? With the multiple line comment, we have another one multiple line comment. If you are writing, that is not a possibility should be there in Verilog HDL. So then we should write it illegal comment. Why illegal comment? Multiple line comment cannot be nested. So that is a reason. Next, another one. One line comment can be nested within multiple line comment. Check it here. If you have multiple line comment within single line comment, you can nest it, no problem. That possibility should be there in Verilog HDL. So we are written, check it. Fourth example. Go for fourth example. Slash star indicates multiple line comment. Within multiple line comment, you should invoke single line comment. We have written 2 slash. 2 slash is nothing but that is a single line comment. After completion of single line comment, what? End with multiple line comments, star slash. What we did it? So we have first multiple line comment. Within multiple line comment, we have invoked the single line comment. That possibility should be there in Verilog HDL. That is a legal comment line. Is it clear? What is illegal comment? What is legal comment? How we should express that legal comment and illegal comment in your Verilog HDL? This one is about comment lines. Is it clear about comment line? Any doubt regarding comment line? Any student? Say yes or no. If it is
No doubt, sir.
huh?
No, sir, it's clear, sir.
Yes,
No doubt,
yes,
sir.
thank you. No, okay. Next, remaining students. What about remaining?
No doubt, sir.
I think God has not given.
Yes, sir. Clear.
God has not given. What about Sumitra Mali? Sumitra Mali. Check it.
Clear, sir.
Ah, yes. Sudarshan Kulkarni. I think Sudarshan has turned on only mobile. I think.
Sir, I'm here, sir.
Yes. ಸೊ ಆಗಲೇ ನಾನು ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆಪ್ಪ, ನೀನು ಏನು ಅಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ.
ಸರ್ ಅದು
ಸುದರ್ಶನ್
ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಲೋ ಐತ್ರಿ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ ಜಾಗೀರ್ದಾರ್.
Present, sir.
ಎಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್?
Clear,
doubt?
sir. No doubt, sir.
ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಅಮ್ಮ. ಮನ್ ಪಠಾನ್.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
ಅಮೃತ್.
Clear, sir.
No doubt.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt regarding any three concept. These three concept.
ಸರ್ ಅದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ರೀ ಸರ್. ಎಂಡ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕೇನು ಎಂಡಿಗೂ ಇರ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಸರ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಶ್?
ಸರ್ ಎಂಡಿಗೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ರೀ, ಎಂಡಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ರೀ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ಟೆ ರೀ. ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೈನ್
Okay,
ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಡಬಲ್ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ ಅಟ್ಟ. ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೈತಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗೈತಿ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನು ಒಂದೇ ಲೈನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಒಂದೇ ಲೈನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಯದತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರಿಗೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತ. ಇದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನನ್ನ ಲೈನ್ ನಾ ಏನು ಒದರಕತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರಾಗ ಐತಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್?
ಒನ್ ಲೈನ್
ಒಂದೇ ಲೈನಾಗ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ 2 ಲೈನು ಬರ್ಬೋದು, 3 ಲೈನು ಬರ್ಬೋದು, 4 ಲೈನು ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ ನೀ 2 ಲೈನ್ ಬರ್ದ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊ, ಇನ್ನ ಏನ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತದ ಅದು ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್? ಏನ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೈತಿ? ಇನ್ನ ಬರಿಬಹುದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ದಾರ? ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ದಾರ. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್?
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಯಾಕಿಲ್ಲ? ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ Next, Harshita Patil.
Yes, sir. Cleared, sir.
I think new person ಏನ್ರಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಹರ್ಷಿತಾ?
Yes, sir.
ನೀವು ಈ ಸಲ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ
Sir.
ಏನ್ರಿ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಸಮ್?
Yes, sir. ಈ ಸರ್ತಿ entry, sir.
ಎಸ್ ನಾ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕೇಳೇನೇನ್ರಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಗೂ? ಹಲೋ ಹರ್ಷಿತಾ,
Hello. ಹಾ, sir.
ಐ ಟುಕ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು.
Yes, sir.
ಯಾ, ಓಕೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ. ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಹೊಸಮನಿ.
Clear, sir.
ನೋ ಡೌಟ್. ಅಮ್ಮ
No, sir.
ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಒಂದ್ ಡೌಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಬರ್ಬೇಕು. ಡೌಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಬಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ತಿಳಿದಂಗ. ಡೌಟ್ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸುಮ್ಮ ಆರಾಮ್ ಸಾಂಗ್ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತ ಕೂತ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀರಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಡೌಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳಿರಿ ಅಂದಂಗ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಾ? ಕಮ್ ವಿತ್ ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್. ನೋ 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 ಅದು ಬೇಡ, ಆ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಡ, ನೋ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಓಕೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎನಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್. ಯಶೋಧ ಪಾಟೀಲ್. ಸಹನಾ ಪಾಟೀಲ್.
Yes, sir.
ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್?
No, sir.
No doubt?
No, sir.
Check it. If there is no any doubt, tomorrow I will give same topic for you only. You should explain it. ನಾನು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Be prepared. Okay, so tomorrow same topic I will give it. You should explain. You can talk 3 to 4 minutes about that concept. If it is clear. ಈಗ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ, ನಾ ಏನು ಅದು ನೀವು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ ಬಳಕ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ನಾಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಓಕೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರಂಜಿತಾ ಸಜ್ಜನ್.
Yes, sir.
ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್?
No doubt, sir.
ಓಕೆ. ರೇಣುಕಾ ಕುಚನೂರ್.
Yes, sir.
ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್?
No, sir.
ನೋ ಅಮ್ಮ. ಓಕೆ. ರೂಪಾ ವಿ ಎನ್.
Cleared, sir.
ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಸಚಿನ್ ಅತ್ನಿ.
ಸರ್
ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್?
ಸರ್ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಐತಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಸ್ಲಾಶ್
ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್. ಲೀಗಲ್ ಕಮೆಂಟು
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇದಾಗ್ತೈತಿ.
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಹೌದು ಸರ್. in multiple line comment we should use how there are so many single line comments are there, you can invoke it, no problem, that is legal. But within multiple line comment, if you are invoking multiple line comment, that is illegal. Is it clear?
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್.
Okay. Next, Samarth.
Clear.
Samarth, ಯಾಕೋ ಈ ಸಲ ಏನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಲು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್
ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ಆರ್ ಯು ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್?
ನೋ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ. ಸಂಗನಗೌಡ.
ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಸರ್. ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಶ್ರೀದೇವಿ ಕೊಪ್ರದ್.
Ah, sir.
ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್?
Sir, legal illegal comment ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ.
Yes, legal and illegal commenting. So just only I have explained. So in your PPT you can check it. I have written last two by using red pens. I have written. Okay, so I just only I have explained. So if you written 2 slash, that 2 slash indicates single line. I 2 slash ಇದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀರಿ, 2 ಸ್ಲಾಶ್ ಬರ್ದು 2 ಲೈನ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಿ. 2 ಸ್ಲಾಶ್ ಬರ್ದು 2 ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಿ. 2 ಲೈನ್ ಬರ್ದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅದು? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ illegal line comment. Why? So that 2 slash indicates that is what should be complete within one line. So because of that reason there is no end up. There is no end symbol. Okay. The other two concepts I explained. What concept I explained about invoking closure. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಐತಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ರೀ. under star slash to star 2 times if you are written slash star if you are written, then that is illegal. Multiple line comments within multiple line comments invoke ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, that is illegal. Okay, so multiple line comment invoke ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, but that must be what single line. Possibility that's illegal. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So any regarding these three concepts? There is no doubt. Then we'll end up. So next another 5 will complete it in next class. Okay, so be prepared with these 3 concepts. So in next class we'll come with some extra questions. I will ask some extra questions to you. Na yari ketin gottilla. Okay, thank you.